Sydney TAB Cup. First of 7. Please Charge is the favourite. Now the starter looking at the line. No, Sunamar not quite in yet. Just waiting on Sunamar to move along. It's the second pick on the tote. So this is the first race on this brand new track here at Goulburn. Now Sunamar goes up. Looks as though they're set now. The starter goes up. Gates open, a good level start, and Royal Imperialist out wide got away well, and Sunamar is showing speed. In behind those, Rock Island Line, followed by Aussie Doll, and Please Charge is getting up along the inside. On settling down with about 800 metres to go, race 1, and Please Charge got up along the inside to share the lead with Rock Island Line. A break of about 2 behind those, Sunamar, followed by Aussie Doll getting up along the inside, and the last one was Royal Imperialist, but they're tightly bunched as they race up towards the turn. The favourite Please Charge has worked its way to the lead on the point of the turn, and Please Charge, trained on the track by Ken Callaghan, leads the field around the home turn. Rock Island Line on the outside, Aussie Doll down towards the inside. A break behind those, Sunamar, as they race down the straight in about 3 or 4. Royal Imperialist is last of all at the 200 metre mark, and the favourite Please Charge has broken away. Please Charge, hands and heels, a big leader, about 4 in front. Sunamar is running on, followed by Aussie Doll, but it's all Please Charge, and the locally trained galloper Please Charge wins the opening race. Please Charge, a big space, about 4 in front of Sunamar, followed by Aussie Doll third, then Rock Island Line, and the last one across the line was Royal Imperialist.
I don't think the jockeys are going to have too many worries about that track. That looks beautiful, doesn't it, at Goulburn? Look at the surface on that. Fantastic. 1, 2 and 5, their race 1. 4, 7, 2, their race 2 at Ipswich. Quinella, $57.10. Trifecta, $392. Race 6 at Sandown. Number 1, Special Portrait at $5.30. 15, Cuthbert Dole, $6.90. Enduro Princess, Sweet As at $7.20. 25, Dana Scully. Stylish, $2.40. Frosty Friday, $7.20. Caterham at $19. That's for race number 6 from Sandown. Couple of
170 for Pestilence, and the placings are official as 2 first, 3 second and 10 third, with all clear to come.
Ken Callaghan beaten Sunamar, Kevin Sweeney for Laurie Barrett, and third was Aussie Doll, Wayne Davey for Neil Payne. Now the line is taking good shape here. Back to Botany's in, waiting on Plenty Sure. This is the 2100 metre start here at the brand new track. They've got a good long run before they make the turn out of the straight. Untrue, the inside runner, back to Botany, stands up. General Jackson, Gold Spur. Now the starter goes up, race 2 Goulburn. They're set. Gates open. Untrue down towards the inside and back to Botany, got away well. Nobody's all that keen to lead. Now Gold Spur goes to the lead when they race down towards the winning post, followed by General Jackson and a Plenty Sure on the outside, but they're only loping along as they race past the winning post on the first occasion, and the leader was Gold Spur, 2 in front of back to Botany. A length and a quarter third, General Jackson, followed then by a Plenty Sure second last, and a length down on the inside at the tail of the field was Untrue as they make the long sweeping turn up the straight and race up the side, and the leader was Gold Spur, a length and a quarter in front now on the inside back to Botany. Now going up 3 wide, the rider not quite happy there to take the leader on as General Jackson. A Plenty Sure's up on the outside of back to Botany in centre field, and 2 behind those Untrue as they race towards the back of the track. They've got about 1,500 metres to go, and General Jackson throwing the head around, keen to go a little bit faster, leads a half a length in front of a Plenty Sure. A neck off third on the inside was Gold Spur. A length and a half behind those as they race down the back was back to Botany, and just over a length at the tail of the field was Untrue as they sweep inside the 1,200 metre point on this long straight down the back of the track here at Goulburn. And General Jackson leads a length in front of a Plenty Sure, a half a length behind those in third Gold Spur, 3/4 of a length off to back to Botany, and just on a length then Untrue is last in the field of 5 as they commence the next turn, this long turn, and commence the run down the side. They seem to be a mile away over there, and the leader was General Jackson, a length in front of Plenty Sure, going well, a length and a half behind those Gold Spur on the inside. Back to Botany moves up on the outside, and a length and 3/4 Untrue as last of all, racing down the side inside the 750 metre point, and General Jackson has taken on. Here's the challengers now, out 3 wide, back to Botany, raced up to hit the leader Plenty Sure between those, followed by Untrue starting a run, and Gold Spur's had enough around the home turn. Race 2 Goulburn, 400 to go, and back to Botany on the outside is the leader. General Jackson plugging away on the inside. Untrue is running on down the outside, followed by a Plenty Sure as they race down towards the 200. Untrue Untrue is the one. Untrue broke away inside the 200, about 2 or 3 in front of Back to Botany, followed by a Plenty Sure, and then General Jackson, but it's all Untrue. Untrue races away from most impressive win. He's down on the line. Untrue about 5 or 6 in front of Back to Botany. Third was a Plenty Sure, followed by General Jackson, and the last one across the line was Gold Spur. Well, that's the one they put the money on. Untrue, $3.10, $1.80. Back to Botany, $2.30, and a Plenty Sure, no third dividend. Very good win by Untrue. Trained on the track here. Neil Payne, the winning rider. Wayne Davey was the trainer, and it's won by a big space. Number 3, Untrue, is raced by S.M.&C. Cameron and Mrs. M. O'Brien, a 5-year-old Bayer Brown gelding by Prince True out of Bezari, and won very, very easily indeed. Now, the time for the race, 2:13.79. 2:13.79 was the time for the race. That obviously is a record until it's broken. It's the first race over that distance. Now, Back to Botany second. Grant Buckley for Vic Thompson, $2.30. Back to Botany, a 7-year-old chestnut gelding by Zoffany out of Carry Your Flyer. And just standing by for the third number, it's number 1, a Plenty Sure.
Okay, race 1, race out at Sandown, $4 for Dynamic 4, $9.10 Mullumbidgee Man, $8.10 for Carly's Girl, $3.50 for Kid Cuthbert. Start on this good-looking track.
At Goulburn. Now the starter goes up. They're racing. Now down towards the inside, Dionysus got away well, and Natara Gold, and out wide Little Wolf, followed by Decadent looking for the lead. Native Zephyr dropping back to second last, and Carbonite down on the inside. On settling down as they race inside the 1,000, and the leader was Decadent, about a half a length in front of Little Wolf, moving up on the outside. A length and a half behind those then, Dionysus settling down third. 3/4 of a length off then, Natara Gold. Just on a length then came Carbonite as they raced down the side, and Native Zephyr on the outside as last of all, with about 4 lengths from first and last. As they raced down the side of the track, the leader was Decadent. 3/4 of a length in front of Little Wolf, running second and going well. Dionysus down towards the inside, back behind those Natara Gold as they start this long sweeping turn into the straight. Then Carbonite and Native Zephyr on the outside as last of all. As they swing for home, race past the 400-metre mark. Shaken up, the leader was Decadent. In second place, Little Wolf, followed by Natara Gold running on. Down towards the inside, Dionysus, followed by Carbonite, and Native Zephyr coming right down the outside. Many chances inside the 200. And 2 out. Little Wolf has raced up and put the head in front, battling away on the outside. Natara Gold, though. It's Natara Gold racing to the lead near the line, and Natara Gold draws clear. Natara Gold about 2 over Little Wolf, 2.5 off in third, Dionysus, followed by Carbonite, followed then by Decadent, and the last one to pull up in the third event of the day was Native Zephyr. Good win by Natara Gold. Brad Pengelly, the winning rider. Natara Gold, 640 and 270. Brad Pengelly rode this galloper very, very well indeed. Trained at Kembla Grange by Diane Lane. Raced by C.L. Poitevin and Miss D.B. Lane. So the numbers are 4-3-2. Natara Gold first, Little Wolf second, and Dionysus third. And we'll have more in just a moment.
Times and tightening up, 5.90 now. Gascoigne at 4.50 and rock solid. Tabaran at 3.20. It won the prelude to the Cup here a couple of weeks ago, and Brett Preble pretty confident. Magic Brasseau number 6 at 13. Torval and Dean takes the step up to the Cup after a good win in the Class 5 at Seymour. It's at $10. Sugar Shock at $8.20 number 8. Biggs number 9. As we flick over the page there, Sugar Shock at $8.20 as I mentioned. Then we go to Biggs number 9, and its quote $19. Filligan 12. Carla Chief is 103, and Belladella Dream at 26 with Luke Curry taking the ride. But good support on track for Sir Linford number 1. Gascoigne, it's my tip. I think it'll just maybe, you know, we heard from Trevor McKee, whether it leads or sits just off the pace. Gee, it can find late. And the other one to put in is Sugar Shock here, number 8, goes into the race full of confidence after a terrific win under the lights at Moonee Valley. So my numbers were 2, 8 and 3 for the Kyneton Cup, and they'll come up shortly for the race worth 70,000. And straight after the race, we'll attempt to talk to the trainer or connections of the winner. Nick?
Andrew, just before you go, that last race there, race 9, is the Class 2 race. There are 7 scratchings from that race. Any reason why there are so many pulling out of that final event?
No, couldn't give you a clear answer to that. I guess a few of them could be running over the weekend, but no, can't give you one, Nick.
That's all right. No worries. You just noticed that was a race that certainly had been marred by scratchings quite some. Thank you, buddy. See you soon.
Okay.
Now, race 10 at Sandown, 8, 10 and 6 there. Quinella 128.20, trifecta 1,005. Pretty close now for the Cup. Let's take it there, and here's John.
Coming up. They'll soon be ready for the Eat Well, Live Well Kyneton Cup. Tabaran the favourite. Ahead of Gascoigne, both in good form. They're all ready. Sir Linford, the inside runner. Magic Pursuer will complete the line. Magic Pursuer goes up.
Right. Racing. And they've jumped in a good line. In the centre, Biggs away smartly. Sugar Shock began well. Deeper out, Torval and Dean. And Tabaran, or down is Bellandella Dream. Bellandella Dream has hit the ground early in the race. The rider sitting up there. And as they run down towards the judges' box with a round to go, Gascoigne on the outside of Tabaran and Sugar Shock. Torval and Dean easing back to fourth. Isn't going to lead today from Carla Chief, then Magic for sure. 2 lengths to Finnegan, Sir Linford, and a half length. Biggs is over on the outside last with Bellandella Dream out of the race, and he's taken off in the reverse direction and heading towards the field when they come around. The Clyke, of course, giving chase here, but this is going to be interesting. As they race by the 1,300, the leader is Gascoigne, the New Zealander, a length and a half to Tabaran, and Sugar Shock is third. A little over a length, Torval and Dean. Carla Chief, the inside, 2 lengths to Magic for sure. 2.5 away, then comes Finnegan on the outside at Sir Linford, and last of all is Biggs. As the Clerk, of course, and this horse still heading down towards the field. They've gone by the 800 and it's taken off Bellandella Dream, and they're going to have a head-on collision here. What's going to happen? It's stopped in the middle of the field, Bellandella Dream. Oh, it's got through them. How on earth? As they race by the 800, the leader, Gascoigne by a length, Tabaran. Sugar Shock on the outside, Torval and Dean, 4-2 to Carla Chief. Sir Linford away from the rails, making a run out, 3 deep, Magic for sure, and they've dropped off Biggs and Finnegan, 600 to go. Gascoigne shaken up, pressured by Tabaran. Torval and Dean on the outside, moving up stylishly. Sugar Shock niggled that from Sir Linford under pressure. Then Magic Pressure, and further back Finnegan, 400 out, and Tabaran took the lead. Gascoigne under pressure. Torval and Dean battling away, then Magic Pressure, Sir Linford and Sugar Shock. Tabaran in front down towards the 250. Breville riding for dear life. In second placing, Torval and Dean. Then comes Gascoigne, Sir Linford and Magic Pressure, but it's the favourite Tabaran in front. He's got the Cup one. Finnegan racing home late with Torval and Dean, but it's Tabaran's Cup. Tabaran by a length and 3/4, Finnegan. Torval and Dean third from Sir Linford, Sugar Shock, Biggs, Gascoigne, then Magic Pressure. Back with it was Carla Chief, and that's been it, with Bellandella Dream almost causing a complete and utter sensation in the Cup. And he's been caught at the 1,200. Tabaran wins the race.
To pay 290, 150, 10 Finnegan, 310, 7 Torval and Dean, 280. Let's go back to Brian.
Okay, 3 Tabaran, 330, 150, 10 Finnegan, 310, 7 Torval and Dean, 320. Now, it didn't appear to cause any troubles, that horse, but might pay to hang on to your tickets just in case something happened to one of those back runners there. But over the line, 310-7.
310-7, 310-7, fourth in 1 Sir Linford, and fifth in was number 9, and that was Biggs. An approximate time of 2:2.2, but almost chaos caused there by Bellandella Dream, who's come to grief after they'd gone about 50 metres. Rider Luke Curry okay, but Bellandella Dream then took off in the wrong direction and headed directly into the field down near the 800 with the Clerk, of course, giving chase.
Might just pay to hang on to tickets here.
Caused turmoil, but he didn't.
173, that treble, to pay $110.
Dayun out of Tebessa, a Shahrastani mare, raced by Shadwell Australia Limited, M. Kelly the manager, Peter Hayes, and the very, very much informed Brett Preble aboard. He went on a broomstick at the moment, Brett. Second, number 10, Finnegan, bold effort coming from the tail of the field by Kingston Rule out of Kalerda Rose. Local trainer Neil Dyer aboard. And Stephen Valla, the rider, and number 7, Torval and Dean. Didn't lead today. Couldn't lead, really. By Prince of Praise out of Queen of the Ice, Robert Smurden and Stephen Baxter. With the winner of the Eat Well, Live Well Kyneton Cup, Tabaran returning with Brett Preble aboard. Isn't he hot, Brett Preble, at the moment? Well, that was almost sensational for the wrong reasons. I think it just caught everyone by surprise, Bellandella Dream. I saw it come down near the tail of the field. I didn't see what happened to it. But fortunately, it was a harmless fall for both rider and horse. But then the horses got up and careered around in the wrong direction. You sort of had your heart in your mouth, wondering what was going to happen. Had it have gone through the field, and it almost did, because it was against the inside running rail. And the Kyker, of course, when it got to within a couple of lengths of it, spooked it even further, and it took off at a full stretch gallop. Looked up and saw the field, and somehow or other must have just done a couple of side steps to the left to avoid the entire field. That he just the mind boggles what might have happened, but it didn't happen, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, it could have been a very much a horrific scene there, but all's well that ends well. A few of the horses did seem to ease to try and, they realised what was coming. Whether it has an effect, it probably didn't, but you never know. Just hang on to your tickets just in case. But there's been no instruction from stewards to hold, so things will probably be A-OK. But
OK, National Road.
Right now, we'll just quickly look at this replay of what happened in the back straight there. Gee, Andrew, I didn't know it was this close. Those horses got so close together, didn't they?
Yeah, look, it was quite remarkable. Very, very scary for all of the jockeys that took, and the horses, of course. Here it is, the horses running head-on back into the field, and a couple of jockeys. Oh yes, it just veers. Magic Brousseau was the one. We might even get an opportunity, if we can, just to bring that up again. But by gee, that was a very scary moment. We'll just rewind that vision. The stewards, of course, got all jockeys in after the race, and here it is again. Now you'll see Magic Brousseau, and you'll also see the other horse ridden by Stephen Vallow-Filligan. It was the other one badly affected, and it stormed home to run second. Now here it is, the horse reappearing. The jockey said that they could spotted it at about 1,000 or 1,100 from home. That was probably about 200 metres as they rounded that back turn. So, gee, I tell you something. It was just watching it from a distance. It was very frightening. And all jockeys have got away unscathed. Luke Curry, the jockey that fell off Bellandella Dream early in the race, he's okay. He's just a little bit sore, and of course hasn't ridden at his last couple of rides. So that's the vision. That is the reaction. By gee, as I said, very frightening, but thankfully to the Lord upstairs that everyone has walked away very happy.
Thank you very much for that, Andrew. Yeah, incredible stuff, wasn't it? I didn't realise it was that close until we saw the head-on the vision there, but gee. That's something that went with us today, not against us. That's great news. Here's Kyneton Race 8. Once again, here's John Burning Clay, 190 tote favourite.
Thank you, Nick. Yes, it was a close one, wasn't it? Particularly for Filligan. Anyway, nothing happened.
Moving in. Sandown final race, number 1, Premium Boy, 270. 840 for My Frost, Nipper Cuthbert, 920. 350 Everson Bale. 14 Jess's Limit, 910 for Roadhouse and race 12. That's the way they are for the 12th event. Let's now take you to Goulburn as they move in on this first day of racing on the new track. And here's Tony.
And 750 for number 5, Classic Doll. Now, Liam Hollish goes up. Flater Mouse about to move along. Wind Squall from the Barbara Joseph stable about to move along. Now Splenwood pulling away from the line. Rebecca goes up, one of Jeff Hall's 2 runners in this race. Jeff's got Rebecca and also Tippler. And they are a long, long way away. Now they're moving in well. Waiting on Splenwood to go along. Aurora's Flight still out of line. And also Tippler. There's about 2 to move in here. Moulton has gone up. I can see Tippler over there behind the stalls. 1,000 metres and a big field. Now Tippler still out towards the outside, and it looks as though Splenwood is still out of line as well. Now waiting on Tippler, a stablemate of Rebecca to move along. Now Wind Squall has gone up. Classic Doll stands up. Now, just waiting on Tippler to move along. Moulton is the favourite now, number 7, 380 Moulton. 530 for number 2, Southern Butterfly. Now, still waiting on Tippler towards an outside gate. Good crowd here today for the first meeting. And, of course, the big opening is on Sunday the 28th. That will be huge. Now they're just about set. Starter having a look over the line over there at the 1,000. Liam Holly stands up. Rebecca and Tippler. Now the starter goes up there, set. 1,000 metres the journey. And the gates go back and Tippler out wide, got away well, and Aurora Flight is showing a bit of speed. Prominent as Fledermaus, followed down towards the inside, then Liam Hollish. Further back behind those Wind Squall as they sort themselves out, and Classic Doll. Oh, El Barto must have missed the jump. He's a long last, El Barto. On settling down with about 700 to go. And getting up along the inside, Max Candid is one of the leaders now. Max Candid leads, followed by Tippler second on the outside. Moulton between those. Further back behind those Classic Doll as they race towards the turn. Further back to Wind Squall, followed by Aurora's Flight, then Splenwood, well back behind those, then Southern Butterfly. Back on the inside, Rebecca, followed by Liam Hollish, getting well back. El Barto's down towards the inside, and Fledermaus as last. As they race down towards the 200, Max Candid in the centre of the leader. Wind Squall getting up along the inside is running on. Moulton battling away at Aurora's Flight, and Splenwood down the outside, but still it's Max Candid the leader. Wind Squall down on the inside is trying hard, but Max Candid too good, draws clear on the line. Max Candid length over Wind Squall, out wide Splenwood third. In behind those Moulton, followed by Southern Butterfly, then El Barto. Further back Aurora's Flight, followed then well back in the field Classic Doll, Liam Hollish. Now Corridor Whispers, never really a chance. Followed further back in the field, then came Rebecca Fledermaus, and Tippler was the last one across the line.
11, 10 and 3 there on race number 4 at Goulburn. One of the most beautiful shots you'll see all day today is Port Lincoln there, and you can see that the I don't know whether that's a magpie. I think it might be a bit of a seagull. Anyway,
now they're just about set. Starter goes up. Race 5, they're set now. Gates open. Now Totofin out wide, got away well, and Lover's Lash is showing speed. Out wide are still Night Before Dawn, followed by Impeachable. Now there's one getting right up along the inside. Siren is burning them all off on settling down. And also going up there was River Cheyenne as they sort themselves out. Racing up towards the turn inside the 600, and River Cheyenne down on the inside is taken on and headed by Siren as they race towards the turn. Running on was Totofin as they race towards the bend. Night Before Dawn is next. Then Impeachable down towards the inside. Wide out Lover's Lass. Further back behind those go Gainsford. Further back in the field and off to court. Calypso Bell is well back, followed by Ashcash. And they're well back as they race down to the 200. Out towards the centre now. Siren has raced to the lead. Night Before Dawn down on the inside is running on, followed by River Cheyenne. But it's Siren nicely clear, getting towards the line. And Siren is too strong, hands and heels. Siren first. Close for second, Lover's Lass or Night Before Dawn. Then Impeachable, followed by Off to Court. Further back in the field then came Courthouse Lane. Ashcash. Well back go Gainsford, followed by River Cheyenne, and Totofin pulled up quickly, and last Calypso Bell. Siren too good. Favourite on the tote, $2.80, $1.50. Siren, ridden by Peter Mullin, trained at Canberra by Terry Ruzzo, raced by CP and G Mackay, BJ Kuma, or Coma, R McPherson and T Daly. A 4-year-old bay man by Canonise out of Masters First Lady. Now it's close for second. Lover's Lass out wide, and Night Before Dawn down on the inside. But there's no doubt about the winner, folks. Siren, favourite, $2.90, $1.30. And just watching the freeze here as they reach the line. Very close. Night Before Dawn or Lover's Lass. Impeachable, close up in 4th place. 111 into photo. Looks like Lover's Lass has got second, that's right, and 3 Night Before Dawn is third. 111.3 official here in the time of 50.88. 50.88. So Siren, the winner, ridden by Peter Mullin. 11 second, Lover's Lass, trained at Maruya by Rada Bulgin, Rolly Saxton. And third goes to number 3, Night Before Dawn, Barbara Joseph, John Scourse. So a good win there to Siren. Put the writing on the wall when this mare resumed at Canberra. At her last start, finished a good third behind Laura's Luskin, but it was always prominent today and won well.
indeed it did. Thank you very much.
They're under starters' orders, and away they go. Charlie Horse down towards the inside, and Sis O'Neill got away well. And Longmeadows looking for the lead. Rada's prominent out wide. Seattle Sound back behind those. Desert Lover, followed by Gwyneth as they sort themselves out. Up on the outside, Pleasure's Mind, followed by Squaresy, Laurie Darling, and Brenville down towards the tail. On settling down as they leave the back and commence the run down the side. Longmeadows joined by Seattle Sound on the outside. The favourite Charlie Horse is settling down about 2 lengths away, followed by Promised Land and then Sis O'Neill. wheel. A further break as they race down the side. Desert Lover followed by Rad. Then Gwyneth back centre field followed by Pleasure's Mind Brenville. A long break behind those towards the turn was Squaresy, and Laurie Darlin is the long last up towards the turn. 425 metres to go, and Long Meadows leads the field around the turn. Seattle Sound on the outside. Charlie Horse looking for a run down on the inside. Then Sis O'Neill followed by Promised Land. Desert Lover back on the inside, and further back behind those running on was Pleasure's Mine. Halfway down the straight though, and Long Meadows doing it well. Into the clear, Charlie Horse is trying hard, followed by Seattle Sound. Here's Charlie Horse out after Long Meadows. Charlie Horse is coming very, very quickly, and the favourite races away. Charlie Horse about 2 over Long Meadows, followed by Seattle Sound. Sis O'Neill and Rad followed by Pleasure's Mind. Back behind those, Gwyneth, Promised Land followed by Brenville. Well back, Squaresy followed by Desert Lover, and a long last was Laurie Darlin.
Okay, 1, 2 and 3 there. The old wall step, racebook order. The old Clan O'Sullivan colours getting home there. Frankie Cleary. Righto, let's take you now to a short break, and we'll be right back with more after this.
They're just about set. Gifted Angel, the inside runner. Starter not quite up onto his ladder as yet. Folklocracy stands up. Now the starter goes up. They're set for the last at Goulburn. 1,400 metres. They're racing a good start. And the grey Cantari got out very quickly towards the centre, followed by Twilby and Small Stakes. Legendary Star, there's a good race for the lead here. Further back in the field, into Gold, followed by Big Harry. Back behind those down on the inside was Gifted Angel, followed by Closed Caption, Proud Decision. Well back, Fair Augustus, followed then by Extra Solid, back about third last, followed by Folklocracy, then Top Westleton, and Swinley Bottom last of all. Settling full into stride. They've got about 900 to go, and the leader was Small Stakes. Small Stakes leads. Legendary Star second on the outside. Now moving to third there, Closed Caption, followed then by Intergold, beautifully positioned on the rails. Further back behind those, Cantari. There's another one up on the outside. Moving around the field, it's Fair Augustus as they race down the side. Back behind those, down on the rails, Twilby, followed by Proud Decision, Big Harry. Well back towards the turn, Folklocracy, followed by Gifted Angel down towards the inside. And well back was Swinley Bottom as they race towards the turn, followed by Extra Solid starting a run, but it'll have to get a move on from there. And Top Westleton last, but around the turn, inside the 400, Small Stakes down towards the inside. The leader, Closed Caption on the outsides, running on, followed by Legendary Star. Intergold is being asked for its effort now, followed by Cantari, and Twilby closer down towards the inside. Many chances. Here comes Intergold. Intergold raced up quickly on the outside of Closed Caption. Twilby getting through closer down towards the inside. It's Intergold and Twilby. Twilby, two good draws clear. Twilby has beaten Intergold. Good go for third, Closed Caption or out wide, Proud Decision. Another one close up there, Gifted Angel, followed then by Top Westleton, Cantari, further back to Fair Augustus, then Small Stakes who weakened, followed by Folklocracy, Big Harry well back, Legendary Star, Swinley Bottom, and Extra Solid pulled up amongst the tail enders. Twilby, the winner, ridden by Brad Pengelly, a winning double to that rider. Number 8, Twilby, $7.50 on the toe to $1.70. Good finish. Both Twilby and Intergold made their runs together. Intergold will get second. Neil Payne for Wayne Davey. Good go for third. We had Closed Caption. Gifted Angel getting up along the inside, and finishing very quickly out wide was Proud Decision. But that was a good ride by Brad Pengelly, a winning double. That winner trained at Warwick Farm by Gary Nixon. Maybe Closed Caption will get third here. Now the time for the race, 1:24.59. 1:24.59. Number 8, the winner, Twilby, trained at Warwick Farm by Gary Nixon. The owners are J.R. Sundell, C. Craig, Mrs. B. Yee, C.M. Bunt, E. Zishke, and Mrs. M.M. Dangerfield. A 5-year-old bay mare by Razor Stanza out of Bridal Morn, and Brad Pengelly, a winning double. Now second, Intergold, the favourite, is by Integra out of Moon Gold, Wayne Davey Gold and Neil Payne. And number 4 is third.